Hello students, myself Muthura JNP, working as assistant professor in the mechanical engineering department at Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru 2. Now I will explain about the introduction to heat transfer as well the thermal conductivity of metal rod. You know very well Fourier law of conduction. It states that the rate of heat transfer through the material is proportional to the thermal gradient and to the area at right angles to through which the heat will flows. That Q directly proportional to A delta T divided by delta X minus K delta T divided by Ka delta T divided by delta X. Why it is there, that you know very well. See, this negative sign just because the negative slope in the first quadrant. Okay, that you will come to know. Next slide. This is the thing what I would like to explain you guys. The metal rod will be like this. The length will be this much. Length will be area, and all the things they will give. Area is equal to pi d square divided by 4 because the cross section area you want to take. And then heat transfer through this material. The heat transfer through this material is given like this. And then it is transferring from maximum temperature to the minimum temperature. When it reaches the steady state, that means the heat transfer won't vary with the time, and then same amount of the heat energy will be transferred here also, and then that's why it is so called as the steady state. T maximum to T minimum, you can draw the slope, maximum to minimum, and then you will have the number of thermocouples here. Since heater is given here, that's why temperature will be reduced from one point to the another point, like 5 thermocouples are accommodate on the thermal metal rod. That's why heat will be transferred, but the temperature will reduces. As you know, in the first quadrant, you will get the negative slope. This is the delta T, this is the delta X. Therefore, gradient is minus delta T divided by delta X. This is the experiment schematic sketch is there here. Heater is there here. Heater is heating the metal rod. That's why heat is transferring from one point to another point. It will transfer up to this particular point where the temperature will changes from T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 like this. And then after reaching this certain amount of the steady state, the same amount of the heat energy will be transferred from this point to this point, and then this amount of heat energy will be carried away by the water. That heat energy carried away by the water, it is equal to mCp delta T. You want to take the temperature difference, TW naught minus Ti. Why? Because outlet temperature of the water will be more. This is the observation you want to note down. Pause the video. Please note down these observations. Next, observation tabular column is this one. The voltage supplied, current supplied, and T1 to T5 thermocouple readings located at degrees Celsius. T10, T11 are the inlet and outlet temperature of the cooling water, and then time taken to collection of 20 cc of water in the beaker. How we will going to collect? Let us see. See, this is the setup. The time taken to collection of water will be comes out here. You want to take the water in the measuring jar. Water in the measuring jar, and then the mass flow rate will be taken like this. See, this one is there in terms of the cc, cubic centimeter. Then 1 liter it is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. Want to multiply whatever you get, for that you want to multiply with the 10 to the power of minus 3, then it will be converted into the liter. But how it will be converted into the kg per second? Because water is standard fluid and it is having the specific gravity 1. That's why you want to multiply with the 1. It is not shown here, and then x into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by time. Whatever the time it will come, for the time you want to note down the mass flow rate. You want to calculate kg per second. QW is equal to MW CPW equal to QW, it is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. But you will get here thermal conductivity negative, then you multiply, you will get the delta T divided by delta X. Therefore K is equal to Q divided by A into delta T divided by X. You want to draw the graph by using the graph sheet, you want to draw the graph, and then you want to get the thermal gradient, that is delta T divided by delta X, then it will become watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, then result tabular column will be like this, that you want to draw the result tabular column and as well the graph versus this thermal this is thermal conductivity versus thermal gradient. You want to take 3 trials and then do the calculations. Thank you one and all.